Tonight on Hype Nation, we have Cromwell talking with America's Wasteland. They're reinventing their sound and just coming back in the industry. Check it out, guys.
This is Dave Fitz from America's Wasteland, guest hosting on Hype Nation, and we're here with Cromwell at the beautiful downtown Glasshouse in Pomona. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Good, good. Well, I know you guys are coming back into the scene. Why don't you guys go ahead and tell us a little back history about the band? We know you guys started off in 05. Let us know what you.
So we started off in 05. That was the first release that we did with So Close to Forever, which was our first EP. And our first, it was just us four as a lineup. Just kind of give you back history. Played a lot of local shows around the Inland Empire, including Glasshouse, Showcase Theater. Did we ever do? Yeah, we did Showcase. We did Showcase. Back when that was around, and kind of, we grew up with a lot of the bands that are still going on today, doing big things. So we went on from there. We did the EP. We noticed that a lot of people were kind of into it and looking for a scene and looking for a band to get into or something. We are very fortunate for that. Went along, did Illusion and Obsession, which was the follow-up, and we made that into a full length. So that was kind of like our first full length from the EP. And that just pretty much kind of, opened our eyes to where we were going and kind of gave us a lot of opportunity off of that. And that was a lot of Warped Tour. Also, kind of just paved the way for us to meeting new people and kind of getting into what we're doing and figuring out who we were. So with the addition of Nelson coming in, we met him on tour actually with another band, and we just kind of stole him from the tour. Well, yeah, we stole him in the middle of the tour, but it was all based on
You got a fight with a singer, and we took him and put him in our band.
You're just like, I'll take him.
Yeah, and he was in our band ever since.
That's cool.
But yeah,
I just ended up hanging out with them more than my own band, so.
Yeah, then you ran your band.
yeah, it was natural.
Hey, those guys were cool too, though.
Yeah. There's much respect to them. I mean, it was a fun tour.
Shits. Remember how big their shits were?
Plugging
We can edit
toilets.
that out, bro. I'm talking tall cans, girth, and length.
As far as the music is concerned,
It's cool. We like this stuff too.
I think that we kind of. We definitely evolved because at that period in time we were getting approached by a lot of different labels and managers and stuff like that. So our music turned from doing what we love per se and was being influenced by a lot of kind of outside producers and different people in that sense. So I think today, knowing how and where the music industry went, it's kind of like, it's all DIY again. This is where we started off. We kind of got this glimmer of where we were going, and kind of have these different people come in and kind of manipulate our music into something that was us, but not entirely us. There was that outside influence.
Yeah.
This now is again us. We've taken the knowledge that we've learned from those people and applying it to what we know how to do, and it's just coming out to where it's like we can do this ourselves, just like any other band can do it themselves without having the hand of music industry.
More independent.
Exactly.
You don't have anything over you. You're just your own boss.
Exactly. I mean, granted, those were great experiences because of the fact that we had a lot to learn. It's just like going to school and you're learning emotions and learning different techniques and tricks and that. But overall, I feel like we're in a better place now than we've ever been, just because of we're us again. We're feeling that energy and that vibe again, and it's just kind of like you eliminate all that other pressure out of it, and it comes down to you're writing for yourself. You're writing for the fans that appreciated your music in the first place. And you really tend to focus on that aside from that big goal. Exactly. And I mean, it's not as like, okay, we chose to do this. It's kind of like a trap. It's like it's just inch by inch. They grab you and they pull you into that direction to where. You wake up one day.
Show you a little diamond how much it gets bigger.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, okay, it's cool to work with this guy. Oh, we want to work with this guy. Like we did something like Ulrich Wild. And that was a big influence on us because obviously we went to like Deftones around the bird.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Old school metal. And he was a big influence to myself personally growing up. So getting a chance to work with him was like amazing. It's like, oh, cool. We get to pick his brains and what he's about. And but. Like I said, it slowly but surely takes your focus off of where you were, and then what happened to us was all of a sudden we realized like, who are we? Like how do we get back to where we need to, like what we were? If you're not selling, if you're not, you know, real hot, you know, they just go, they move around. They're just look, it's like
they're like hot chicks. They don't know what they want. They think they want to. They're easily distracted, and you can never.
Still want them.
Yeah, of course. They're hot. Yeah, but
I mean,
yeah, it's just hard to convince them for anything long term. Just like a hot chick.
I mean, it's don't get me wrong, you know, I think that the labels, you know, there's still good in them. There's still certain labels that don't work totally off of that corporate model.
Yeah.
And when you're in a business or a music industry, it is a business. You can run your band like a business, you know, but if you don't have a good product and you can't back your own product, then it's kind of, it's very hard to sell them, you know, even, and how they're going to sell it, you don't know. Exactly, there's no passion. So it took us a while to step away from that and to kind of, you know, figure out who we are and, you know, get back to those roots, you know. And I think, you know, it must have happened, you know, not too long ago, where it's just kind of like, you know, we're jamming and, you know, songs just, you know, let's just go back. And it just kind of, we started listening to a lot of the old stuff and, you know, started kind of figuring out, like, man, you know, what's the difference between this, you know, and really pulling those elements out, and it just kind of slowly kicked back in. So it's really a process, and we had to take that time off to just kind of reevaluate everything and kind of just get back.
Tell me a little story.
I'll tell you a fun story.
Yeah.
Right,
we want to hear that. And then
we played Warped Tour when you guys were all children. I want to say like 07, 08. It was about the bands. Don't date us. 07, 08. 6. We won a battle of the bands. We get there at 6 a.m. They want all the bands there at 6 a.m. Get there at 6 a.m. It was a battle that lasted about 4 months. We had to play shows just about every other weekend, and it cost a lot of money for all our fans, you know, to put us there. We get there at 6 a.m. They go to show us our stage. The stage is, you're a porta potty, and I'm the stage. And that's what the stage was. Right next to the porta potties. It was a little wood platform with a little pitch-up tent thing, and it was about the size of this cockpit. Really small.
The first Kevin Says stage.
And and it's just some guy with a walkie-talkie. He doesn't know who the fuck we are. He doesn't know why we're here. And he's like, yeah, you guys will be going on about 7 a.m., you know, right here next to the shooters. And we're like, no.
You said that?
Basically, we're like, there's got to be some sort of mistake. We put on, there was a big ass battle we played at Morongo Casino. Like, surely this can't be it. Like, this can't be what we battled for. So we kind of put it in a diva mode, and we're like, we got to talk to somebody. Started getting people on the walkie, and they're like, okay, you got to go over here and talk to this guy. Gave us a runaround. Eventually they said, all right, we'll put you on the Hot Topic stage at 7 o'clock. And we're like, oh, okay, same time. And we're like, all right, it's a better stage. They're like, no, 7 at night. Okay, so 12 hours from now. They're like, okay, we'll wait it out. And so we spent the whole day there. It's 110 degrees. I'm pasty, white, milky, invisible almost, right? So I wore a long sleeve shirt, as the smart gentleman would do. And all day I got shit from everybody, like, what are you wearing a long sleeve for? You're crazy, as they're just burning in their white beaters and their tank tops, or they're just the booty shorts. Remember when guys were wearing booty shorts at Warped Tour for a little bit? And the headbands, that was them?
It's still good.
So yeah, everybody was just partying, drinking. I took a nap in the van, I think. Here's another funny thing. Backstage, we'd never been in like a festival setting. All the normal Warped Tour guys were just used to everything. They were getting ready, getting dressed, doing their hair, flat iron and stuff in the mirror. There's a big tent full of Vans shoes, stacked, boxes stacked. And people are going in, they're looking at shoes, and they're picking their size, and they go in line, and they get free shoes. And we're watching them all just take shoes. We get free Vans, like, we get free Vans, like, no fucking way. We're like, some people have 2 boxes, and like, I'm getting 2. We're all high-fiving and stuff. We fucking get shoes, we stand in line, we're waiting, we get closer to the front. We notice everyone has a card that they're stamping. They stamp, and then it gets close to us, and we're like, holy shit, I don't think we're allowed to have these. I don't think, let's abort, guys. We had to abort right now. We're gonna look real stupid. So we put the shoes down, and we basically ran and got the fuck out of there. And we didn't get to have shoes, pretty much. So.
I like Nikes better anyway.
What's that? Nikes? Yeah.
Writing process is a little bit different than what we're used to. We all grew up together, so we were all in the same area. And Inland Empire, you know, so we had a chance to, yeah, exactly. So we had a chance to, you know, write every weekend, or, you know, 2 times a week. It's just been a regimen for like over the last 10 years. You know, we meet up, we write, we have all this time on our hands. But, you know, slowly but surely, you know, life, you know, we're getting older, you know, people move on, you know, kind of deal. Me personally, I know we've been bouncing off different producers to kind of use as far as, you know, just kind of guiding us in the right, you know, engineering way and stuff like that to get the best kind of, you know, performance out of us. So we don't know yet who we're going to go with. You know, we've kind of bounced some ideas off, but we really want to go full out on this and really make it something that, you know, it's going to be a full length. We haven't done that for a while because of the kind of industry that, you know, the ways that they were guiding us. Oh, throw out an EP, throw out an EP, you know, and then if that doesn't hit, throw out another EP, you know. This EP is when we're sitting on like mountains of material that we've wrote over the years. So
spend the time and push it.
Money too is another thing. Full-length album is a lot more expensive than an EP, and like we said, labels are always asking for a quick. They need something now. They need something that year or whatever. And I would say more than anything, when we first started, I would say from 05 to about 2010, we really hit it hard. We grinded, played shows, and after that, we started messing with producers, like you said, and we really started focusing on trying to write singles, which we'd never done before. We only wrote stuff that we loved playing, stuff that felt good. Didn't matter what kind of genre it fell into. If we liked it, we recorded it. And that was kind of the appeal to Cromwell, you know, in the earlier days. When we first started working with producers, trying to do these commercial songs, that took longer than we thought it would. Working with a producer on his schedule in order to make the cost decent ended up taking a lot of time from us and putting us in this record mode, this writing mode, and it took away from our live shows that we got used to doing. And once we got done with this and we shopped to labels and did all this and didn't get the bites we were hoping for, we realized we stopped playing shows. We fell out of that regimen. We need to get back into that. And more than anything, we wanted to write a new album, like he said, with what we learned from the producers, and do it ourselves again because we like it, and not because this could be on the radio. This could be something that label would be interested in. You know, any direction other than the direction we want to go. So this album, we're going back to the roots, like he said. You know, we're gonna just write whatever feels natural and put another full album up for the fans. So it's just been a little bit harder to get together as it used to be, but we've never broken up. We've said I'm fucking done, and like I'm no longer in the band, but the next day it's back to group text with, you know, the fart emojis and fucking all the fun shit. So yeah, it's just doing what we can at this point, you know.
That's awesome. You guys seem like you guys have a good family-oriented vibe. Of course, you guys fight like brothers, but you know, in the end, you guys got each other's backs. You know, that's what's important. So, given that, you guys have also played with a lot of other different bands on tours. I noticed, I think one in particular, I think those are since you played with before.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel about tonight's show? Like, what do you feel like it's gonna be like?
Well, you know, I'm excited. I know that we're excited. Yeah, it's just fun. You know, you're playing with an extension of your band. You know, because we've toured with them. We played, you know, countless numbers of shows for them over the years.
We've been playing with those for 10 years now.
Yeah.
Like,
wow,
so
that long?
Just seeing them and playing a show, it's just fun. Just like we're still here.
Like I'm just jamming out with my buddies, basically.
Yeah. It's just like meeting up with your friends and like, hey, you want to go to this, you know, place tonight? You know, hang out and
we have a slice.
You know, fun. I mean, it's always you know, it's just like hanging out. You know, and it's like you get to see your friends that you haven't seen, you know, maybe a few weeks or a month or whatever. You know they're doing things. Yeah. So, and that's like it is for, you know, a lot of bands that are doing stuff right now too. You know, that are been around for a long time in this area. You know, we've been around just as long. We played shows with them. You know, we didn't even know sometimes that they were on the show, and then oh, hey, what's going on? You know, it's just kind of like that thing. So.
I know those feelings all too well.
Cool.
This is Dave Fitz from America's Wasteland, Guest House of Nation, and this is Cromwell at the Glasshouse in Pomona.
Thanks.
Guys, just remember to download Spreaker, follow America's Wasteland, and get your free MP3 download.